Welcome to NeuralNewsHub. I'm your analyst. Today is March 17th, 2026, and over the past few weeks, the Middle East has been turned completely upside down. The Iranian regime's command structure has, for all intents and purposes, been decapitated. And as the dust settles in Tehran, the shockwaves are already redrawing the global map of conflict. So let's start where this all began, in Tehran. What we've just witnessed is an unprecedented decapitation that has thrown the Islamic Republic into absolute chaos. Just take a look at this list. The scale and the speed of this collapse are absolutely staggering. It started on February 28th, when Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei himself was killed. In the days that followed, the hits just kept coming. The commander of the IRGC, the chief of the general staff, the minister of defense, all gone. And then, just today, March 17th, another massive blow. Ali Larijani, the secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, has also been killed. You have to understand, this isn't attrition. This is the surgical removal of an entire generation of leadership. But, power abhors a vacuum. And out of the wreckage of this old regime, a very familiar name is now emerging. So, meet Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the former supreme leader. Now, state media is spinning this as Khamenei became young again. But don't let that fool you. This is not a reform. It's anything but. Mojtaba is the purest product of the system he now leads. He's a behind-the-scenes operator with deep personal ties to the IRGC's security elite. He's been central to the regime's brutal repression for years. So no, this isn't a departure, it's a doubling down. Okay, so while all this political drama is unfolding in Tehran, the entire region has literally erupted in flames. These decapitation strikes triggered a massive, immediate, and incredibly violent retaliation from what's left of Iran's forces and, of course, their proxies. To really get a sense of the chaos, you have to look at the numbers. Since this all kicked off on February 28th, the UAE alone, just one country, has been hit with 1,627 drone attacks. I mean, think about that. This isn't conventional war. It's a relentless electronic swarm. And it's not just the drones. On top of that swarm, add over 300 ballistic missiles. Again, all targeting a single country in just a matter of weeks. This is saturation warfare. It's designed specifically to overwhelm even the most advanced defenses in the world. And the economic fallout? It's been catastrophic. The Strait of Hormuz, the artery for about 20% of the world's oil, has been effectively sealed shut. We've gone from nearly 140 commercial ships passing through every day to, on some days, almost none. The global economy is feeling this right now. This right here perfectly illustrates the new kind of threat we're dealing with. Even the most heavily fortified places are proving vulnerable. A precision drone strike recently just bypassed layers and layers of security at the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad and took out its last line of defense, the CRAM system. That's a rapid-fire cannon designed specifically to shoot down rockets and drones. It's a chilling reminder that a low-cost drone can neutralize a multi-million-dollar defense asset. This new reality is creating immense strategic strain, and not just in the Gulf. It's forcing a really terrible choice on Western allies, and it's already reshaping other major global conflicts. So here's the crucial problem. There is a finite supply of the world's best air defense system, the Patriot. And all of a sudden, two separate, incredibly intense wars on two different continents desperately need it. Gulf allies are begging for Patriots to survive this Iranian onslaught, while at the same time Ukraine needs them to defend its cities from an intensifying Russian missile campaign. It's become this brutal zero-sum game for survival. But in response to this squeeze, Ukraine's President Zelensky has made a fascinating, really unexpected move. He's offered to send his battle-hardened drone hunters and their unique homegrown tech to the Gulf. The deal he's proposing? Their expertise in exchange for those precious Patriot interceptors. It's an incredibly clever gambit that reframes Ukraine from just a consumer of aid to a critical security provider. This whole crisis is forcing every major power to completely rethink the foundations of their national security. And it's sparking a new kind of arms race, not for missiles or tanks, but for data. See, the modern battlefield runs on information, on speed, and on resilient digital infrastructure. Because of this, nations like India now see a sovereign, self-reliant defense cloud as an absolute non-negotiable. It turns out your military's digital backbone is now just as vital as its aircraft carriers. But as we're seeing here, there are some pretty critical gaps in this new arms race. While India has definitely made progress, its advanced military cloud for the battlefield, what they call an edge or theater command cloud, which basically puts powerful computing right on the front lines with the soldiers, well, it's still more of a concept than a fully operational reality. And this is where that race becomes so clear. While India is still working things out, China is pouring billions into its own distributed cloud infrastructure. At the same time, the US is already pushing its operational battlefield cloud, a system designed to link every single sensor to every single shooter in real time. Make no mistake, digital superiority is the new high ground. So, let's pull back. What do all these pieces, a decapitated regime, swarms of drones, a global race for data supremacy, what do they really tell us? They show us that the very nature of warfare is fundamentally changing right before our eyes. At the very heart of this transformation is this one concept, the asymmetric threat. This is the defining principle of this new era. It simply means using cheap, accessible technology, like a commercial drone you could buy online, to defeat incredibly expensive, complex military hardware, like a state-of-the-art air defense system or even a warship. It completely breaks the old models of military power. From the kinetic chaos in the Gulf to the new digital front lines being drawn by nations like India, the map of war is being redrawn not in years, but in weeks. It's moving faster than the treaties that govern it. And all of this leaves us with one absolutely critical question for the future. Are the massive, expensive, industrial-age armies of today truly ready for the era of cheap, intelligent, million-drone swarms?